Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We have another episode of the Road to the Show Hard Mode series with Edison O'Neill. In the last episode, we were able to get down and dirty with it, and we were able to bat pretty well. We brought our average up from like 217 to 248 as we ground out there on the first pitch of the video. But we were able to go all the way up to about 250 on that average. And I mean, that was really good comparatively what we've done over the last few weeks, last few videos. As we're going to try to contact swing and drive in a run here. And we're facing Dollard today. He has a four-seamer, slider, changeup, curveball, two-seam. Runs 90-95 on that four-seam as we take ball one below the knees. But we have been able to kind of pop back here. We got a homer in the last video, which has been a while. As we had a nice swing that runs a little bit foul. But we finally got a home run, which is our only second home run of the series. It's going to be a long time coming if that's how long it takes us to get a second home run. As we take ball number 2 on the curveball outside the zone. So with the runner in first and second, we're going to try to drive one in. And again, we're early on that fastball and driving it foul. As the count runs to 2-2, 2 outs, we need to get something through the infield here. As we drive one straight up the middle, that'll get into the outfield center field, and we're going to run from first to third on the secondary runner there, and we do complete the mission. So we'll get a contact boost and a clutch boost. As we see here, he drove it nice through the ground, or through the infield on the ground. Would love to elevate, get maybe into the gap or something, but a hit is a hit, and an RBI is an RBI. So Josh Lester up 0-2 as he strikes out swinging, and that'll end the inning here. Yeah, but we kind of turned around just a little bit. We haven't played, we haven't played exceptionally well. We played well enough to really drive that average up. We're kind of getting on a little hot streak, nothing too crazy. But I mean, way better than a few weeks before. Oh, as we ground out here to shortstop, but he bobbles it. He'll still be able to make that play, and it'll be a ground out for the second out of the fifth. Back up here in the eighth as we have another mission. Bases empty. We're going to try to contact swing for a hit. We want those program stars as always, and we get that contact as Kelly has come on in relief. But there's a two-seamer, curveball, circle change, and slider. A little early again. We're making great contact today, just early on everything it seems. Hopefully we can time it up just a little bit better. And we're late on that one. So we've gone from early to late. And now it's 0-2, no outs, no runners on. We're up 2-1 here in the top of the eighth. We take ball number 1 down and away. A two-seamer. Ran about 6 inches outside the zone. So check swing there. Good check swing as that slider cuts away from us. As we're able to hold back there. As we take that on the inside half deep into left field, and that'll get off the wall. We're going to go 2 here. Hopefully we can get there without them tagging us out. We'll be able to get there as they make a bad throw. It would have been a close play if we made a better throw, but we were able to get there anyways. That is his first double of the day. He's 2 for 4 now. He makes a good swing on the ball that's in there on the hands. He got around and turned on it. So it's very good. He showed him some vast improvement over the last couple weeks, so definitely working on that contact very much was really good for us. It's been able to allow us to come playing, or more playing with the baseball as Lester strikes out again. That is the second strikeout of the day, or the second strikeout that we've seen of him today. CJ Alexander, who already has a RBI single, is up to the plate. 0-2, 1 out. As he pops one up here into left field. That'll be a fly out. As we'll have to run back to the base. We won't be able to tag up or anything. Wasn't deep enough. It was to the wrong side of the park. As Lofton, who's only batted $191 and is 1 for 3 today, is down 1-2 already in the count. As he swings and misses on what will look like that curveball or a changeup. So no, nothing coming after our double, but we're back up here again in the top of the ninth. The game is now tied as we have 2 runners on, 2 outs. So even a little single. Oh, That was a good swing as we pop one up into foul territory. And that'll be the end of the top of the ninth. As hopefully our pitcher can keep us in the game as we have come to the top of the 10th. Game still tied, no outs. We're on second base because the new rules. As we get a contact swing through the infield. And we should be able to score here easily. And we will. As that throw was not good. It was a few feet off. As a Lester finally comes through one day after he struck out twice. We're back up here in the top of the 8th. We have scored 5 runs already as we'll be facing Kuhn. 4-seam, slider, 2-seamer. Tops out at 96 on that fastball. As we get a nice hit through the infield, the third baseman will dive and not be able to get to it, but the runner with only 0 speed will stay at third. 97 off the bat off that slider. So we advance the guy. He's a big burly guy over there, so I understand why he has 0 speed. 0 speed. 0. You know how crazy it is to have 0 speed? Even Andrew Vaughn in our dynasty or franchise series has 4, and he's slow as shit. Oh god, 0 speed. As we take one here against the Travelers, as we score 5 in extras to put us up by 5. So we will go home victorious as we have 3 for 6, a double, 2 singles, and an RBI. So a heck of a game. So again, we have shown some vast improvement. Not sure if we went to a third-party hitting coach or what, but we have shown some really good improvement the last few weeks. As we swing over that slider down below the zone, we'll be facing Diaz, who has a 4-seamer, slider, circle change, sinker, curveball. What a mouthful. 5-pitch mix. As the runner takes off, no swing there as the ball. And he slides feet first. Poor decision. As we don't have no runners on now. He could have gotten there safely if he would have just slid hands first, but I'm not his coach, but maybe I should be. As we're down 1-2 now after we foul off that fastball up in the zone. Oh, we stay there just... Oh, that ball's going to be a strike. We were about to not swing at it. But we eventually got that bat head around and fouled off the ball there. Still 1-2. Still 1-2 after another fouled ball. A couple foul balls in a row. And Diaz is up to 12 pitches here just in the first inning. As we take ball number 2 as that fastball is just not a competitive pitch whatsoever. Way outside the zone, up and out. Oh, that sinker that hung right in the middle of the zone. We're just early on it. As we take it for a ride at 100 miles per hour off that exit velocity. So it's a good swing. Especially on the contact swing. We get under that one on the fastball up in the top third of the zone. That'll be out in number 3 on a fly out by O'Neill. Back up here. 0 for 1 today in the top of the 4th. Looks like he's faced almost the minimum. No, we have 1 out as we get one into the gap here. That was a nice swing. A competitive swing on a ball down in the bottom half of the zone. Just running to the wall. We had a little bit more speed. We could have sent him to third base, but we will halt ourselves at second with only 1 away. We are our 9th double of the season. And yeah, he must have gotten to third-party hitting coach because he has improved drastically in just the last few weeks. As we get a single here through the infield, we're going to push it home to try to break up this tie, and that'll be a bad throw, and we will be there safe. If that was a better throw, we definitely would have got caught at the plate, but fortunately for us, they threw it way off. As we're still facing Diaz as our runner's on first. He has 72 speed. If we can get something into a gap, he should come around to score, and that'll be into the gap right there on that curveball that hung up in the zone. That'll be an easy double. We'll just have to see if the runner will advance all the way from first to home on that RBI double. 106 off the bat by O'Neill. Hell of a hit, and that is his 10th double of the season, 2nd of the game. And we are absolutely cooking here. And look how that ball just hung up in the zone. Easy for us to turn around and get good contact on it and drive it into a gap and score a run. 1 away here for Lofton. He's 2 for 2 today. We're up 2-0. As he gets another hit into right field. We're going to push it once again. Oh, this is a better throw. But again, it's off. Oh, as he almost double touch gets us out, but it's very close. But we're able to stay safe on that slide. So we'll score the 3rd run, which is what we needed because they have scored 3 here in the 6th and 7th to tie it back up. As we're in the top of the 8th, 1 away We're facing a new pitcher, Kelly. We faced him yesterday. He has a two-seamer curveball, circle change, slider. Oh, we're under that one. Good timing. Maybe not. We didn't face him yesterday. We faced him 2 days ago, I think. As we fly out behind third base to the shortstop. I want to be 2 away. We're back up here in the top of the 9th as we've scored 2. And we have the bases juiced for O'Neill with 1 away as a dynamic challenge. We could try driving on runners, but I think we're going to gain, once again, contact swing. A bunch of contact swings in this video. But we need to. Kingsbury's on the mound with a two-seamer, a slider, changeup, curveball. Runs from like 75 to 93. Not that fast of a pitcher. We take ball 1 on the hands. It'll be a 1-0 count. We're 2 for 4 today. If we can just get something, even a sac fly here, we'll get us a nice little RBI. As we swing on this two-seam down below zone a little early on it. So we have to slow our swing up just a little bit to kind of stay timed with that pitch. Oh, and that ball will creep foul. That would have scored 2, unfortunately. 1 and 2 here. 2 and 2 here on that slider way outside the zone. Not even worried about it. That was not even close to the zone. It was easy take. Count even. And we get a nice little perfect under the glove there. And the runner will be close there at third. Could have possibly gotten that force out. But we're able to come through and get that, score a run here. Would have probably scored 2 if they weren't second guessing on that line out. But look at that, gets it right through the infield. That'll be a good hit. 3 for 5 day today. So after a 3 for 6 day yesterday, a 3 for 5 day today as we are up 6-3. Base is still juiced for Lofton, who's having a 3 for 3 day as he gets a grounder to second base, and we will ground out to a 1 out, 2 outs. That'll be a, ooh, no, just 1 out. He's able to foot it there on that slow grounder to keep us out of a double play. As we win 7-3 against the Travelers here. 19 RBIs in the Naturals. That leads the team. Run an 8-game hit streak. So, yeah, we have definitely turned around for ourselves, for sure. Back in the 3rd game of the video. And we have come on a hot streak as we're facing Rodriguez. There's a sinker, circle change, slider, 4-seam. And that 4-seam gets up to 98, which is his 4th pitch. So, that's interesting. And that sinker gets up to 96. So, he throws pretty fast on those pitches. So we'll have to speed up our pitches. We faced a couple slow pitchers the last few days. And we fell off that first pitch there, and that slider runs away from us, and we'll ground out to third base. That'll be the end of the top of the 1st. We don't get anything to come across. No hits, no runs, nothing. As we're back up here in the 3rd inning. 2 are on, but 2 are away. And we'll get on top of that sinker. Good pitch there as he grounds us out to second base. Exactly what he wanted. Sinker gets you a ground out a lot. And he got us to ground out. So that'll be 0 for 2 today. As we are on to field here as we've scored 4. So hopefully they got Rodriguez out. Haven't been able to get much of seconds against him as we get the first out. And we're going to pick this one for the second one. And we'll be able to. That'll be a double play to get out of the 4th. It was a good play by the boys out there on the field. As we're back up here, 2 ground outs this game. As Rodriguez is still on the mound, down 4 in the top of the 5th with only 57 pitches, so he still has a lot of energy. Confidence probably not super high. As we check swing there, and they'll call it a no swing, thankfully. Good call out. Good call. Yeah. Oh, his confidence is high. Interesting. After he's given up 4 runs. Oh, that slider. That slider is what we should have taken yard. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I got to lock in. 1-1 count after that foul ball. Ooh, good take. Pitch missed by millimeters. That'll be a 2-1 count. Hopefully we can deliver this one. As we swing over that slider. He's a good slider. Kind of a floating slider, but it kind of takes a little bit of a 3 to 4 inch run there at the end. We take ball number 2 on that sinker, down and away. And the count has run full. 1 out, no on. Hopefully we can drop something here and get a boost to our average. So circle change hung up in the zone. I'm just trying to fight to stay alive. Don't want to strike out. I'm not sure the last time we struck out. We'll have to see. Ooh, as we take ball number 4. Almost got us there on the elbow. We will advance to first with Lester on to bat. 0 for 2, 1 on as they do relief Rodriguez for Castano. That'll be a double play ball to shortstop. That'll be a 1-2 bang bang double play out of the top of the fifth there. So the reliever comes on and gets 2 outs in a very quick fashion. Exactly what you want, as they have scored 2 here in the 6th. They're now in the top of the 7th. 2 out, no on. Facing Castano as we get that down, as we will continue our hit streak to game number 9. Let's go. Game number 9 on the hit streak. Two or three videos ago, I never thought that we would even get to a hit streak of like 2 games. But thankfully we have, as Lester's up again, 2-2 count. With 1 on, 2 down. As Castano makes the pitch, as that'll get through the infield to right field, and we're not going to run to third base because we will definitely get thrown out. Maybe not. Bad throw by the right fielder. We could have possibly gotten there. Would have probably been a close play. With only that 37 speed, really hinders us about base running. Lofton 1-2 as he gets a swing on 1, but that'll be an easy force out at second. Fielder's choice, as we don't get any there with 2 on. Back in the field as the game has run tied now, as they've scored 2 in the 7th. 2 outs here as DePito is on to try to get this final out as they lay down a bunt. They'll make the play, but they'll be safe. So they'll score 1 on that squeeze bunt. Heck of a play. Playing some small ball is a beautiful thing to see. And we will lose 7-4 as they come back down 4-0 and score 7 unanswered. That's just not what you want to see. We go 1 for 3. We continue the hit streak to game number 9, like I said. And O'Neill's absolutely cooking. He's having a really good game so far as we're facing Davila, as we faced him earlier in the series. Whether it was sinker, cutter, slider, changeup. Ball number 1, down and away. We're up to a 271 average now with O'Neill. We've gone up like 0.06 points. Oh, that cutter in the middle of the zone should have been something we worked with, but we foul it off. It'll be a 1-1 count. 2-way here in the top of the 1st. And that was just a not competitive swing. Lightly tapped the button, but we still went around for strike number 2. And we'll be under that one, and we'll get into foul territory. Hopefully it gets out of the field, but it doesn't look like it will. And it'll be a fly or a pop out into foul territory to end the inning. Back up here, looking to continue that 9-game hit streak in a game number 10. Still facing Davila as they put up a 5 spot in the 2nd. We take ball number 1. Not sure if that was actually ball, but we will take it. Thank you, umpire. 1-0. Oh, and that sinker we were under. We had good timing, but fouled it off. 1-1 now. As we get on top, or get level with that one, we drive it into center field for a hit. So we will extend that hitting streak to game number 10. Oh, thankfully we've done that. And we've increased our average a little bit as well. As the Lesser's on to hit 0-2 as he gets one through. No, bounces off the first baseman's glove. And it'll be a close play, but he will be safe at first. Interesting what they'll rule that. They'll rule it a base hit. So good call there. It was a difficult play coming across from first base. He was a lefty, so if he was a righty, probably, or if he was a lefty, he probably would have gotten there. As Davila walks Lofton, this is our best opportunity yet with the bases juiced for town. Even a sac fly here will score 1. So he needs to elevate this pitch as he strikes out looking, and that's not what you want to do with bases loaded. As Jensen comes on to bat, 3-2, full count, 2 outs, bases loaded. We're running, and that'll be a hit. But oh, it'll be a line out to third base. A good play by third baseman. Not a terrible swing by Jensen. Would have loved to see something a little bit better, but it is what it is. What are we going to do here? We're going to try to hit a double or better, get those program stars, work that power. As Davila is still up on the bump. High enough. I mean, why wouldn't you keep him out there? He's dealt a shutout so far. Even working out of the bases loaded jam earlier in the game. Ball number 1 down and in. Ball number, ooh, not ball number 2 as he gets that cutter to run back in on the inner line of the plate. As we get that, get down, blue pit. That'll not be a blue pit as the left fielder is able to readjust there and run it in and get that little bloop fly. We've scored 3 here, but they put up another in the 7th. We're facing Kuhn again, who has a 4-seamer slider, 2-seam. We have one runner on. He does have 88 speed, so we get one in the gap. Oh, close pitch on the black there for strike number 1. He throws that 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Good speed on that heater. We're going to try to drive one, use that speed against him to drive it out of the park here. Again, we only have 2 home runs. As for a power hitter, which is crazy, we have 69 power both ways, and we just got 2 home runs. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. As we swing under that slider for strike number 2. No outs here. So we're going to try to contact swing. So if we can deliver something into the gap and score 1, try to just claw back here late in the game. We take ball number 2 on the knee. Almost hit our knee. Kuhn looks like he's lost some command here with the rain, and it's really coming down. As we get a contact swing with a good timing, but it doesn't look like it's going to produce anything, as it'll be a fly out to center field, and the runner Hernandez will have to tag back up. I would like to see them, as we scored 2 here to bring it back to 5 and 6. We are the final out of the game if we can't get a hit here, as we're facing Harbor with a 4-seamer, slider, 2-seam, who throws a 99-mile-per-hour 4-seam. So we'll have to try to catch up to that one, because we haven't faced a heater in a couple games. So we'll have to try to catch up here as we run the count 1-0 with that ball way above the zone. Oh, that slider in the middle of the zone was something we should have done something with, but we're early on it. We're trying to compensate for the fastball, so we a little early on that slider as we get a decent hit, but it'll be a fly out to right field, and the Travelers will take the game here today against the Naturals. We were only 1 for 4, but we do extend that hit streak. Before we get into our final game of the video, we're going to go once again and work on contact. We're just going to be contact merchants for the next couple weeks. Just keep working on it, keep pegging away, try to make ourselves just a little bit better in that category. As we have now hit the fire streak. We were on a heater, 269, dropped a little bit after that last game because we only went 1 for 4. We did get a walk though. So back up here today in our final game. 269, a little bit under 700 OPS. That's just because we don't hit for a lot of power. And speaking of power, we have a dynamic challenge to try to hit a home run. I'm going to go with only swinging pitches inside the zone and record a hit. As we're facing Saul. It was a 4-seamer slider, 2-seam. Runs it up to 96 on the fastball. Hopefully with the lack of pitch mix, we'll be able to capitalize on that. As we take ball 1 right outside the zone down below. Oh, ball 2 could almost been strike 1. As we check swing there on that slider up and in. Ball 3, 3-0 count. No green light. Put the controller down. Don't even, just close your eyes. Don't even look at the screen. As he fires in a pitch. Up in the zone, slider for strike 1. 3-1 count now. As we get one through the infield to extend our hitting streak once again to game number 11. And that'll be a successful mission. As we get a vision boost and I think a clutch boost? Contact boost? Something like that. His Lesser's on here with 2 outs. At 262 this season as he drives 1 to third base. But that's a good play by third baseman. And they'll take the force at second. And that'll be the out of the inning for the Sod Poodles. As they're up to bat here. Full count for the batter. There's 1 on. He's batting .323 this season. Pretty good clip for him. So that's a nice play by the second baseman to get that jump throw and collect himself. A little low, but we're able to pick it out of the ground and get out of the second inning. As Murdoch is still shutting out. Ah, never mind. We're getting shut out now. As we're up here in the bottom of the 4th. Oh my goodness. We need to stay back just a little bit. 102 off the bat on that slider that hung around. We aren't able to do anything. We took it fair or foul as we get on top of that fastball. That'll be a ground out to shortstop. A good swing, good timing, just on top of it. That slider, man. As we're facing Saul Frank with the runner on second, as we're up 2-1, slider 12-6, a four-seamer for the pitcher. As we get a nice swing, is that going to get down? No, we're almost right to the center fielder. Not a bad hit, some good power behind it. Just wish it would have drove to a gap instead of right to the center fielder. As we're back up here to field. No outs, 0-2. We're up 1 run as he puts down a bunt. But it's not a great bunt. A little too far as we get an unassisted put out. As we flipped again, as the Sod Poodles have come around and scored 2 and are up 1. We're going to try to only swing pitch inside the strike zone once again as we're facing Bacchus, the Roman god of wine. A little bit of Greek mythology knowledge. Four-seamer slider, two-seam, hovers around the mid-90s. We take ball number 1, a four-seamer down below the knees. So he is in an advantageous count now. I wish it would pop up your averages for your counts and stuff. You take ball number 2, the two-seamer, up and out. He's kind of lost command, a little bit of sweat on the hands. Not such great a grip. He doesn't have that spider tack out there on the mound. That four-seamer down the middle of the zone, and we're not able to do anything with it. It'll be a fly out once again to right field. As we're now here in the bottom of the 10th, game tied, runner on second, 2 outs. As the Marbury is up to pitch with a four-seamer, curveball, slider, changeup. I was around mid-90s on that fastball. Ooh, we swung on a pitch up in the zone. Would have been strike one anyways for 0-1. They swung on that slider down in the zone, which probably would have been a strike. 0-2. Mixing his locations very well right now. Gotta stay back on that slider. Ooh, as he runs one inside, almost hits us with a curveball. We run 1-2, 2 outs still. 2 outs. Still. We're on the same batter. 1 on second. That's 2-2 count, running even. After having 2 good pitches, he runs them both, the next 2 both outside to even it up. And we swing on that changeup. Holy crap. That was a beach ball floating in there. We're still tied in the bottom of the 11th. Lester on the bat. No outs, 1-2 count. As he swings and misses on that slider for strike. And for out number 1. But Lofton, who's 3 for 4 today, has a chance. He's down 0-2 though to deliver. If he can drive one into a gap. But he doesn't. He drives it to third base. Now that'll be a simple ground out. We're down to 2 outs now. As Town, who is 3-1, looking to draw a walk here. Not that it'll really matter if we can't do anything, as he does draw a walk. Still need to hit. I guess we can technically use 2 walks, but as Wilson's on the bat, 1-2 count. He gets one, but that'll be another ground out to third base, but he will take the force. Oh, go to first base. As Marbury gets out of the inning once again, and he is celebrating that. The game is officially over. We continue the hit streak to game number 11, thankfully, but we still didn't do great. 1 for 5, so our average is tipping just a little bit, but the hitting streak is still alive. So that's the end of the video, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in. We've kind of come around now. We've kind of heated up just a little bit, trying to get our average back up to around 200 or 300. That'd be super awesome. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you wouldn't mind dropping dropping a like, and hitting that subscription button, that it just helps out the channel so much. I would appreciate y'all so much if you could do that for me. Leave a comment if y'all like what you see, what you all want to see. Remember, we have that college football dynasty coming up in the summer, so let me know what teams you'd want me to play on and stuff like that. And I appreciate y'all tuning in once again. So I will see you all in the next one.